Neo, meaning new, and lithic. I-T-H-I-C, meaning stone. All right, let's get back to this site.
Hello, tubers. How are you doing today? Well, I hope you're doing real well, praying to God, continuously praying the rosary, and getting closer to God and following His God ways, because that is the most important thing you can be doing. Today, I wanted to talk about the Ark of the Covenant and Solomon's Temple and everything that kind of exhibits or is mentioned in the movie Indiana Jones, as you saw in the last clip. But before I get into it, let's have Indiana Jones talk about it some more.
Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant, the chest the Hebrews used to carry around the Ten Commandments.
What do you mean, Ten Commandments? You're talking about the Ten Commandments?
Yes, the actual Ten Commandments, the original stone tablets that Moses brought down out of Mount Horeb and smashed, if you believe in that sort of thing. You guys ever go to Sunday school?
Thank you, Indiana. Appreciate the help. So as Indiana Jones was talking about, he mentioned that the Ark of the Covenant had inside of it the two stones that represented the Ten Commandments, which was brought down by Moses. So why is it that this stuff is so important and so treasured? Because this movie was predicated on this particular, the Ark of the Covenant. That's what they call it, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. The Ark is representing the Ark of the Covenant. To go back a little bit in history, the Jewish people were enslaved. They were slaves of the Egyptians. And Moses was able to get the Jews, the Hebrews, the Israelites, well, soon to be Israelites, out of Egypt. So, basically Moses was able to speak to God. I mean, this is a long story. He went up to the mountain, and then he was able to get the Ten Commandments, the two stones. And basically, this Ark of Covenant was carried around, as Indiana Jones talked about. He called it a chest, but they were carrying around the two stones that were the Ten Commandments in the Ark of Covenant. So eventually, God wanted a resting place for the Ten Commandments, or the Ark of the Covenant. And this Ark of the Covenant was basically left, or what happened was King Solomon made a temple. It's called Solomon's Temple. And the Ark of the Covenant was stored inside what they call the Holy of Holies. And this is basically the essence of God. Now, this temple was primarily a house of worship and a monument to God's greatness. It had different sections inside of it. The innermost chamber was called the Holy of Holies. It was a perfect cube room, 15 feet in each direction. Only one object was housed there. It was the Ark of the Covenant. There was no light inside the chamber other than the glow from God's glory. This room was so sacred, only one person could enter it, and then only one day out of the entire year, on Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. The high priest was permitted to enter the small windowless enclosure to burn incense and sprinkle the blood of a sacrificial animal on the mercy seat of the ark. By doing so, the high priest atoned for his own sins and those of the people. The Babylonians destroyed the temple in 587 BC, about 400 years after it was first built. Under the command of King Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonian army attacked the city of Jerusalem. After an extended siege, they finally succeeded in breaching the city walls and burned the temple along with most of the city. So what has happened to these two tablets? They have been lost to history since that time. So where are they? That is the big mystery in regards to the Temple of Solomon.
What does this ark look like?
There's a picture of it right here. That's it.
Good God. Yes.
guess that's just what the Hebrews thought.
Now, what's that supposed to be coming out of there?
Lightning. Fire. Power of God or something.